So according to the DNC WikiLeaks, it looks like Ariana Grande was barred from performing at the White House due to the donut licking incident. So again, this comes from what happened last year when she was caught licking donuts. And, quote, in an email, Ariana Butera video caught her licking other people's donuts while saying she hates America. And then goes on to say in this email leak, Republican congressman used this video and said it was a double standard, that liberals were not upset with her like they are with Trump, who criticized Mexicans, cursed out a person on Twitter after that person used an offensive word towards her brother. So this stuff came out when she was being vetted on whether or not she should perform for the president, and the email chain it's very entertaining to read them going through all this stuff about Ariana Grande. They misspell her name. It's a little awkward and definitely not of her generation. And basically the whole exchange ends with White House's Bobby Schmuck just saying...
I didn't read that part of the story.
And it ends with Mr. Schmuck saying, quote, nope, sorry, to Ariana Grande performing. So guys, thoughts, 5 words or less.
It's Dr. Schmuck.
Bobby Schmuck, man, I'm sorry.
He's a grand schmuck.
Oh.
Wow.
Grande. So I think that this is one of my favorite stories that's come out of the DNC, you know, the email leaks.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of juicy things that have come out, but as far as pop culture is concerned, this has got to be one of the best.
Bobby
Oh,
Schmuck
for
and
sure.
chicken anus. Did you see that email?
What?
No.
It was like, what do you have for lunch? The chicken anus salad.
What?
And it's just like, we're going through all these things. It's like, did the DNC plot to subvert the Sanders campaign?
And then
but
chicken
this
anus.
guy just said ate chicken anus, so we're going to put that to the
And
side.
Pablo, fuck off.
Pablo, fuck off. Pablo, fuck off, and Bobby Schmuck.
Pablo, fuck
Yeah.
off and Bobby Schmuck.
The name hiring scandal. We only hire people with weird names.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so Ariana Grande.
Back to Ariana, back to my girl. I think this is very interesting that they have such a detailed and bizarre and also very out-of-touch vetting process for performers at the White House. Because I couldn't help but imagine the people, you know, emailing back and forth, just the way that they were talking about her, misspelling her name, and just the context for everything. They talked about her brother, Frankie, who went on Big Brother, and how he hid his last name at first, and just kind of filling in these 40-year-olds on Ariana Grande, like what the kids are saying about her, like what's the word? It's very weird. I didn't know that it existed.
I didn't know that the Democratic National Committee was going to be so involved in picking who's going to perform at the White House.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me that that's what the party's going to focus on instead of like, how can we make the party better? No. What's this scoundrel up to?
Yeah, what's
ever
this-
since she quit the Disney Channel?
What's
I don't
this
know.
Ariana Grande?
I don't have a problem with it. I love when you look at the email, it's like tax liens, no. Bankruptcies, no.
Yeah.
LexisNexis search, yes. And then they just paste the whole thing. Facebook, yes, she's got a Facebook, and paste the whole thing. It's a vetting process. And I think when you do a vetting process, it kind of needs to be like that. Like they've set out their rubric for vetting someone, and a lot of it's like there's no problem. But I think when the person who is about to maybe perform at the White House has just licked a donut, which is our national food,
And said I hate
And
America.
said she hates America.
and said I hate America, I think at that point you're just like, that's their way of formalizing, because it is work, people being like, maybe we should rethink this until Ariana cools down a little bit because she just said she hates America. And that video was everywhere. We reported on it, and it got a lot of views, Amir.
It did really well.
I wonder if this is the first that Ariana Grande has heard of why she wasn't allowed to perform at the White House.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you they came up with some excuse for her, and then she was like, oh, I shouldn't have licked those donuts. I shouldn't have said I hate America.
Shouldn't have hated the country.
Ah, man.
Do you think that this has always existed and we just didn't know about it? Or is this kind of a recent phenomena because of all the access we have to celebrities, musicians, actors, because of social media? I can't imagine that they were doing this back in the 1950s. Think of all the people that were, you know, coming in and out of the White House. I don't know.
Donut technology has advanced a lot since
No!
the 1950s.
I mean-
we got cronuts now. We got...
the sign outside of a Krispy Kreme that tells you when there are fresh donuts.
They are hot
No,
and ready.
I mean, like, not. I just mean, like, what do you think this is? We didn't know about how. You guys know what I meant.
I like how Grace thought that was an attack on her. But what? No, I'm not saying donut technology hasn't developed. We all know it has.
I think, okay, well, there's probably a lot better ways. Like, before the FBI and the CIA or whoever is doing the vetting process, they probably had to have, like, the whatever fake van for whatever fake company hanging out outside that person's house, following them around all day. Now they can just Google them and LexisNexis search them, so they have a way easier time of figuring out, like, who's licking donuts this week.
Like fake flower company vans,
Well-
or fake. I'm not even gonna say that. Joke.
Okay. Another
That's too hard
question
to
for the
say.
class. Do you think that she's banned for life? Like,
From the
that's
White
kind of,
House?
yeah, that makes me sad.
No, I don't think so.
But I guarantee that if Trump is elected, he's definitely not going to have Ariana Grande come perform at the White House.
Who do you think Trump would have perform?
Kid Rock.
The white stripes.
Duh.
Just because they're white.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let us know in the comment section below. What do you think about this story, the DNC leaks? What's been some of your favorite juicy and bizarre tidbits that have come out of it? Do you think that Ariana Grande should have been banned? We will see you next time on Pop Trigger.